That's right, Harry. It's 20 pounds of tomatoes. No, that must be potatoes. Where are my glasses? Anyway, it's 20 pounds of potatoes, 10 pounds of apples, 9 chickens, 8 candles, and a dozen dreidels. Well, they're not here yet. And my grandchildren, Zach and Muffin, are coming any minute for Chanuka. Well, I certainly hope so, Harry. And a happy Chanuka to you, too. Yes?
Are you Mrs. Bubbe?
Yes, and I certainly hope you're the delivery boy from Harry's.
Yes, ma'am. I got this whole delivery of potatoes and apples and chickens and candles and dreidels, I think, something like that.
Mazel tov.
Yeah. So, like, what do you do for Chanuka?
That's Chanuka, dear. Well, it's a time when our family and friends get together to celebrate what it means to be Jewish, our culture and history. We play Hanukkah games and sing songs, and of course we light the candles and have dinner.
So, like, what do you do with these things here? These little tops or whatever?
That's a dreidel, dear. It's a Hanukkah game we play, you see. You spin it, and it has one letter on each side.
Oh, yeah.
4 Hebrew letters, you see. Spin it like this. And if the letter Gimel lands face up, you win the game.
Wow, that sounds like totally fun. So, like, what do you use these candles for?
Oh, well, we light the candles each of the 8 nights of Hanukkah. They represent a miracle that occurred during the battle for religious freedom. That reminds me, I'd better get busy. Here's a little gelt for delivering the groceries.
Guilt? Why should I feel guilty? It's not my fault that the groceries were late.
Not guilt, dear. Gelt. Gelt means money.
Oh, well, good. Thanks a lot.
Enjoy your party, dear.
Thanks, and have a nice, Hanukkah, Mrs. Bubbe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I do hope my grandchildren get here soon. I can't wait to see them.
Are we lost yet?
My feet hurt.
Don't worry, we're almost to Bubby's boarding house.
Yay!
Hey! Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house. If you love to learn, then you learn to love the place I'm thinking of.
Yeah! Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house.
Have lunch with a rhinoceros
Or even a mouse.
at Bubby's boarding house. Every Jewish holiday, you'll find us there.
Celebrating all day and night.
Learning Jewish traditions.
And eating everything in sight.
Muffin. Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house. You can bring your Uncle Sidney, your kids or your spouse to Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house.
We're having a party 'cause it's Hanukkah time.
Gotta clean the menorah.
Give my horn a shine.
Bubby's boarding house. Bubby's boarding house.
It's the place to be if you're a sheep.
Or a mouse.
At Bubby's boarding house.
Bubby's boarding house. And at sundown, we light the menorah.
Oh, yeah. My grandparents used to do that.
We're here.
Oh, and we eat these delicious pancakes called potato schmatas.
Oh, yeah. I used to eat those all the time.
That's potato latkes. Now let's go see Bubby.
Oh, just a second, Zach. Oh, when we play this fun game where you spin a dreidel.
Why don't we just go inside and see Bubby?
Oh, and we get these wonderful presents. Last year, Bubby, that's our grandmother, gave us these hats. Aren't they cute?
Wow. They match. Those are the greatest hats I've ever seen.
Your hat's great too, Chester. Now come on.
Yeah, but my hat doesn't match yours at all. I have a really bad hat.
Heads! Get your heads right here! Round heads, pointy heads, all kind of heads! Get them while they're heads!
Perfect. I'll take that one.
But that one up there?
Yes, that's it. I'll take it.
My back isn't what it used to be, but okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, take it! Hey, looks beautiful on you.
Thanks.
Hats, yarmulkes, okay.
Okay, let's go meet this bubble of yours.
Mazel tov.
Oh, Zach, you silly. We've been standing in front of Bubby's house all this time.
I told my parents that I wanted a brother.
Yeah, what do you want?
Can we come in?
No, we're busy.
But I know the secret password.
What secret password?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret.
Well, I didn't know there was a secret password.
Sure, you can't get in without the password.
Anybody who doesn't know the secret password? Outside. Let's go.
Bad news.
Hey, Bubby! We're here!
Bubby!
Come on out, Bubby!
That in there?
It's a potato.
No, no.
It goes in there.
Give me this. Believe me, I know something about this. I used to make latkes professionally.
You mean you used to be a professional latke?
Ah,
Bobby!
Bobby! Zachary! Let me look at you. You need a haircut. Muffin! Chanuka, how I missed you.
Bubby!
Who are you?
This is Chester. Chester, this is Bubby.
Bubby! Hey!
Nice to meet you, dear. I'm sure. This is Anton. Anton, these are my grandchildren, Zachary and Muffin, and this is their friend, Chestnut.
Chester.
Right.
Nice to meet you, Anton.
of course it is.
Anton and I were just making some latkes for tonight's Chanuka party.
Can I help?
Sure you can, kid. You can help me make these delicious tomato latkes.
Tomato latkes.
I told Anton it's not tomato latkes, it's potato latkes.
Ah, don't be silly. I know everything about this. We're going to do it my way, and everyone's going to eat tomato latkes.
Yuck! That sounds awful.
Muffin, he's an expert at this. He said so.
Right.
Well, why don't you just make your tomato latkes, and we'll make potato latkes, and then everyone will have a choice.
That's a terrible idea. Everyone has to do it my way.
All right, children, let's go find you a room.
Come here, kid.
Whoa! Well, okay. What do I do?
I'll show you. No one makes latkes better than I do. Bruno's Moving and Storage made me Chef of the Month last year.
Really?
Ah, look what you did. Give me a sponge, will ya?
Sorry. Here you go.
Sponges. Sponges. This gives me an idea.
Where is everybody? And why don't you children go up to your room? I'll get to the bottom of this.
Uh-oh.
I never totally understood what you were talking about.
Look, there she is. Aardvark.
What?
Rumpelstiltskin!
Peanut butter.
Just what are you talking about?
We're trying to guess the password.
Password? All right, huddle up, everybody.
Here we come.
Now listen, I'm sure this little game of yours is lots of fun. But we all want to have a nice Chanuka party tonight, don't we?
Yeah, that would be nice, sure.
So why don't we just go back in the house and knock off this funny business? 1, 2, 3, break!
Okay.
You like that? All kinds of decorations.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some
They're so excitable.
Happy Hanukkah. Oh, gee, Bubby, this is so much fun. Oh, why don't we celebrate Hanukkah every night?
Oh dear, Chanuka is only celebrated 8 nights of the year. But on those nights, we have a lot to remember. At Chanuka we remember the valiant Maccabees who wouldn't let oppression take away what they believed. When the rulers of the empire said they could not be Jews. They said we'll practice our religion just as we choose. We light up the candles every night, it's a beautiful sight. We light the menorah, the Chanuka, it's a beautiful sight.
And so we light the candles, we sing and celebrate the long determination that made our people great.
At Hanukkah, there are lessons for everyone to share, like the indiscrimination everywhere.
We light up the candles every night, it's a beautiful sight. We light the menorah, the Chanukiah, it's a beautiful sight. 8 lights shining, so much we can learn from the miracle, so we watch them burn. Light candles every night, it's a beautiful sight. We light the menorah, the Chanukiah, so we watch them burn. Freedom, freedom, it's a beautiful sight. We light the menorah, the centuries, we have come so far.
There, that's it. Hand it to me. I'll just right through. Yeah, here's my hand.
Gather round. Yours truly, the one and only Anton,
Yay.
proudly presents
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
the Great Latka Taste Test.
Yay!
All right, everyone, first try this delicious sample, which no one will realize are my tasty tomato latkes. Go ahead, feast away. Ha ha.
I wouldn't paper the walls with these.
Yeah, they seem very excited about them, Anton.
Of course they are. Oh, okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Now try this yucky second batch. Ha, here you go.
These aren't latkes.
Choke on these.
Forget it. What are these anyway?
Just forget it, Anton. Even the mice aren't that desperate.
Dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh dreidel, 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 oh dreidel I shall play.
I love this game. Oh boy.
Hey, Zach, come here.
Yeah?
We're playing Dreidel. Want to play with us? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Anton's won 11 times straight.
Yeah, I always get a gimmel.
Anton, you put a gimmel on every side of this dreidel.
Well, it's my dreidel, so we play my way.
But that's cheating. There's supposed to be a different letter on every side. Suppose everybody did that.
Well, I wouldn't play. I only can play if I win.
No, you don't get it, Anton. See, on this side, here's a nun.
Ah,
No, wait a second. There's a different letter on every side.
You
Really?
play
A
your
nun?
way.
I thought nuns were Catholic.
And on this side is a hay. And hay is for...
Horses.
No, hay is for the Hebrew word haya, which means was.
Oh, I get it. The nun was on a horse.
Bubby!
Yes, my little cupcake.
Oh, Bubby, could you help me explain about the letters on the dreidel?
Why, certainly, my
Oh.
dear. There must be 4 letters on the dreidel to remind us of the miracle.
A miracle.
Why, yes, look here. Nun, Gimel, He, Shin. That stands for Nes Gadol Hayasham. A great miracle happened there.
Where, Bubby?
Why, in the land of Israel, in a town called Modin. It all started in the year 167 before our era. A Jew named Mattathias and his children were to begin a revolt against the Emperor Antiochus because he would not let them practice their beliefs.
You mean he wouldn't let them be Jewish?
That's right, dear. He wanted everyone to practice the Greek or Hellenist culture.
Idols only 3 drachmas of the Emperor while they last.
All right, pipe down out there. Your great and noble ruler, Antiochus, is about to make a proclamation.
Do we have to listen to another one of their proclamations, Father?
We hear, but we do not listen.
Thank you. You're beautiful. You know, I love you Jews. I really do. And that's why I want you to be Greek. Greeks have more money, more land, more fun. What do you say?
Come on.
Yeah.
Buddy, come on.
Think I'll just read the proclamation. Just a few no-nos for you Jews to keep in mind. Let's see. Oh, this is good. Starts with things you cannot believe in. A is for ark, which never was floatin'. A's for atonement. That day's verboten. A is for Abraham. Forget his kin. A's for Antiochus. Hooray for him! I'm on a roll.
I love you.
Yeah. B's for bar mitzvah, and that is forbidden. And B's for your Bible. Forget it was written. C is for candles you can no longer light. D is for daven. No praying, all right?
That's not
In other
right.
words, why don't you just forget all this Jewish stuff? Huh? Maybe I should just read the list of things you can do.
Yeah, what can we do?
Thanks.
Yeah.
You can
Wait a minute.
be Greek. Try it. You'll like it. And now, for a limited time only, you can purchase one of these handsome Antiochus idols, which you must pray to daily.
But
No,
that...
no, stop. Be yourselves. Jews don't worship idols. Don't you know that? You can't stop being Jewish just because he wants you to. That's no reason to stop being yourselves.
Is this a good reason? Ha ha!
Everyone who is for the Lord, follow me.
Yay! Yay!
So Mattathias and his children had to flee the city. But more and more people joined them in their mountain camp. And soon they were a whole army, ready to fight for religious freedom and the right to be themselves.
Oh.
For 5,000 years, people thought the Jews were strange. They did everything they could to make them change.
They locked them up, dressed them up, bothered and they messed them up.
But while they've been messing, the Jews have learned this important lesson. Be yourself, no matter where the wind blows. Be yourself, whatever you do. Someone else can never be you.
Before you look at me,
Look inside and be yourself. Look inside and be yourself.
Gee, that was a lot of fun.
Chester, you're kind of missing the point here.
Okay, who wants to make applesauce with me?
Oh, that would be fun.
Let's go,
Can we
kids.
go?
Yeah, let's
All right.
Okay, listen up, everybody. Now, Reinhardt, I want you to core the apples.
Aye, aye, Bubby.
Zach, you chop.
Right, Bubby.
Muffin, mix.
Yes, Bubby.
And Chester, dear, please take off that rhinoceros horn and let's get busy. Ready, Reinhardt?
Yes, ma'am. 1.
Say, could I try coring an apple too?
Well, you can try.
Okay, ready? 1.
Whoa.
Chester.
2.
Hanukkah's about being who you are. I'm sure being a rhinoceros is fine.
You bet it is, buddy.
But being, well, what you really are is fine too.
Bubby, you never finished telling us the story. What happened to Mata Hari and his kids?
It's Mattathias, dear. Well, he died, but his son Judah and his followers soon became known as the Hammers, or Maccabees in Hebrew, because they were such strong fighters. But the enemy the Maccabees fought was also strong, and not every battle was a victory.
Dinner's ready.
Don't tell me. Beans again.
No. Bean. One bean.
Hey, who goes there?
It's a friend.
Look, supplies from the village!
Supplies! Oh, great! Supplies! I can't believe it!
We got lots of...
But always, when they were just about to give up their struggle, they were reminded that the fight was not just for themselves, but for all Jews, and for the future. Well, my hungry honeys, we'd better get busy or we'll have no dinner for tonight's party.
But what about the miracle, Bubby?
Yes, Bubby. Tell us about the burning oil.
Ah, yes. I can almost smell it now.
Me too, Bubby.
Hey, wow, something is burning. Look!
Oh, my! Oh.
Hey, quick,
What's going
Just
on?
what are you doing, my confused and quarrelsome cornflake? Stand back!
Whoa!
There. Anton, you've forgotten the most important ingredient. The reason we make latkes is to remember the miracle of what, my darlings?
the oil.
Well, I don't use oil in my latke recipe.
Well, then you're not really celebrating Chanuka, Anton.
Well, you're not really making latkes, right, Chester?
Oh, right, Anton.
Listen, Anton, I think you'd better hear the rest of this story. Why don't we just go into the dining room and set the table? Come along.
Okay.
Many lives had been lost in the battle for freedom. Even the great Judah Maccabee was now gone. But the Jews fought on. Finally, the Greek forces could withstand the rebel strength no longer.
We won!
And so the Jews forced the Greek armies to leave Jerusalem. It was a victory for religious freedom everywhere. But the damage was great.
Come on, everybody. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
What's all that got to do with oil, anyway?
Well, according to the Talmud, after the temple was cleaned and rededicated, there was only enough oil to burn in the temple lamp for one day. So they sent a messenger to get more oil, but the trip would take 4 days each way. He couldn't possibly return before the 8th day. But on the 2nd day, the lamp still burned. On the 3rd day, the lamp still burned. On the 4th, 5th, and 6th days, the lamp still burned. On the 7th and 8th days, the temple lamp's flame still miraculously burned. And so we light the Chanukiah, a special menorah, adding another candle each night for 8 nights to remember the great miracle that happened there. Well, it's sundown. Time to light the menorah.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayomim hahem b'azman hazeh.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has made us holy with your commandments and commanded us to light the Hanukkah lights.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe who made miracles for our ancestors in those days at this time.
That was beautiful.
We light up the candles every night. It's a beautiful sight. We light up the candles every night. It's a beautiful sight. We light the menorah, the Chanuka. It's a beautiful sight.
Okay, everybody, let's sit down at the table.
I don't want to sit at the table. Those latkes aren't as good as mine, and I won't eat them. Come on, Chester, let's go have some fun.
Anton,
Come on, Chester, I'm waiting.
Anton, all day long I've been trying to fit in by being like other people. That's not what the Maccabees would have done. Now I know that I should just be me and be proud of what I am. I'm Jewish, and I like Hanukkah. When we light the menorah candles, I feel good inside. So I'm gonna stay right here and celebrate Hanukkah with my friends.
Yay! Good for you!
Remember when we were walking here today and you threw your hat in the garbage?
Yeah, that was a really great hat, too.
Yeah, I thought you might want it back, so I rescued it.
Really?
Yeah, here, put it back on.
Wow, this is great. This is my hat.
Be yourself, no matter where the wind blows. Be yourself, whatever you do.
Someone else can never be you. Before you look at me,
Look inside and be yourself.
Be yourself, no matter what the fashion.
Be yourself and you'll be a star.
No one else can be who you are. Before you look at me,
Look inside and be yourself.
look inside and be yourself.
These do smell good. Maybe I will join you. I can always taste these and tell you where you went wrong.
I hope they haven't started eating without us.
Oh, darn.
Oh, rats.
Rats? Who you calling a rat?
I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean it personal.
If you have been so sheepish in the way you call God.